Good morning and welcome back to Good Morning Sri Lanka, and I have my two wonderful guests with me, and I have to ask Nilangika, as someone, as a very young person, and with someone who tell us a little bit about yourself and why you are involved in Rotaract and what Rotaract has given you and what projects like this give you as an individual and what inspires you about this.
Well, I was exposed to Rotaract from university. In our first year, we actually chartered our club, my seniors. And I'm actually currently in the Rotaract Club of University of Colombo Faculty of Management and Finance. And what Rotaract has given me is just a lot of things. Most of them is a lot of hard work because I'm currently the president of the club, and that involves a lot of work. But at the end of the day, somehow you feel rewarded that you're trying to help somebody. But it's not just community service we do, we also help our club members improve themselves and professional development, which is basically the ultimate goal of Rotaract. And it's not limited to Sri Lanka, we actually have international understanding where we get to know about other places and people as well. One thing about Down Syndrome's Day that really impacts our university-based clubs who are the hosts is that, well, for starters, we university clubs get to join together to organize something great, which doesn't happen very often because there are 8 university clubs in Sri Lanka, all in different places. So for organizers to come together and to coordinate something like this, it's very tough.
That's true.
Because we have to find our schedules, our times and everything. But what's amazing is that you find people from different avenues, different places, studying different streams who are passionate about that one thing and really want to help.
Okay.
Because we have been working since last year. This is not just a 1 month organizing thing, because the art competition has been going on for a long time, and so has the press releases. So it's been taken us a long journey to come this far. Lots of ups and downs, but it's all worth it in the end when we see that day and everything goes well. So it's close to our hearts because we've been doing this for 3 years and we really want to continue it.
So this is a long-term plan that you guys have. You will be hoping to have this the next year and the year after
Yes,
that. So
absolutely.
it will be continued.
Yeah.
And the children that you all focus on, is it the same group that's been with you for the past 2 years, or has it grown? How has the response been from the children and the parents of these kids with Down syndrome?
Well, we do see the numbers growing.
Okay.
Last year it was, I think, a little less than 400, and now we have already over 400 children registered with us.
Okay.
And I think the parents should actually be encouraged to send their children in as well, because it's a free medical camp where professionals will actually come, the specialists, doctors will actually come and check not just your general medical, I can't find a word for it.
It won't just be basically a general medical
It's
checkup.
not a general thing, because we have specialists coming in for dermatology, eye, ENT and everything, and even counseling.
Vilan, if you could elaborate a little bit about that and tell us what the parents should expect at the medical camp, and also through the variety show and the art exhibition, what kind of exposure the children will have.
Yes, talk about it now. There is simple reason why we Rotaract got involved with something like this Down syndrome is because this is one area where we saw there is a lack of attention in society. But these children are so much talented, and there is so much that these children can do also. And at the same time, my appeal for the parents is, bring your children. If you are not registered, please call us and register yourself, register your child. And one thing is that at the health camp, we not only provide consultation, we provide free medication also.
Okay.
There are specialized drugs that these children also require.
Okay.
So those also will be supplying, and that had been been a part of the project for the last 2 years as well.
Okay, and what is the registration process for the children? Is there a fee involved?
No, it's totally free. There is no charge at all.
Okay.
You can just call up on the 2 numbers that we just gave.
Okay.
Call any of the numbers and just
We could just repeat those numbers right now. So
Yeah.
that
It's not 11 26 26, which is the KDF number, or you can call one of our coordinators, Minoli, on 077 58 50 741.
All right, you were saying.
Yeah, and then of course the other important thing is the exposure of their talents.
Okay.
And the variety show is something where we get all the children who are having Down syndrome only to perform. They do their dancing. They do entertain us with their skills. I mean, the Kosadullah Foundation itself is involved in conducting classes for these children.
Okay.
And it's a effort that we have been working since last year. It's not a 2 months or 3 month process that results on the 24th. We have been working on this since last year. We have been getting registration from last year, and it's a blend of youth activity where we focus on a cause that we really want to pay attention, and where the thing is that even from the parents' perspective, they are reluctant to take their children, and the perception is created that these children are treated lesser in terms of value, but we want to ensure that these children are also part of the society, and they are also equal like all of us, and they can do wonders.
So is there a certain amount of integration that happens on the 24th where these children interact with the general public as well, and not just with their families? Is there a certain procedure where that happens as well?
Yes, it starts at the vehicle parade, where we want the public also to join us. And publicly, our purpose of having we used to have a walk, and this time we have added value and we are doing a vehicle parade. Purpose of inviting public is also to make sure that children gets interacted with the public, so the public awareness will be created. And there are small organizations also other than Kosadullah Foundation working with Down syndrome children, so public can also get to know these things, and they can also help on their own free will and on their own capacity, so that what happens is that these children gets benefited. So I think what Rotaract does here is we spread the word around. We make sure that these children are given as much attention as possible.
Okay. Langika, something you were saying earlier as well was that there is a general perception among the public that a child or a person with Down syndrome is treated differently, and people are a little apprehensive when they come across someone because their physical appearance is a little different, their mannerisms are a little different. So how does this help diminish that, and how does your endeavors resulted in a positive change? And if you could tell us a little bit about what you all have done to change that perception in the public.
Well, to be honest, I think parents of children with Down syndrome are very reluctant to expose them to a very social environment, because for starters the children might get a little aggressive. Even during the health camp, it's not a big issue, but you really have to be careful with the children especially. But one thing we've realized at the health camp is that the parents are really understanding, that they actually help each other. Like during the health camp, if there is one child who has to go further in the line, like quicker than one, then a parent would actually let that child go. You don't really see that in a general hospital with a lot of patients. So it's not just the child, but it's the family as well. So I think the parents are very protective about their children. What has happened in the past is that I don't think there was a lot of people involved on the day itself, because if the public were to come during the health camp, that would be a little disruptive. However, for the variety show, if they could attend, and even for the awareness walk or the vehicle parade, that would be great, because I think the people need to know what they can do. Because right now they are getting more involved in the society. Because if you can see that they have a talent, that they can do something by themselves, then you change your perception of thinking, oh, they can't do anything, because they really can. They can speak, they can talk, they can think for themselves, and I've seen them even go to work. So when they can do those things, it's just sad that you let them be in one corner of society and just like disregard them. So we've been trying, but I think this year we're really pushing our limits with the vehicle parade and trying to get people to understand. So we're giving it our best shot.
Okay, I have to take a short commercial break, but we'll be back with more on this wonderful story. Thank you so much for being here with us, and we'll be back soon.